Something that's been coming up a lot on my streams lately is a concept I call the dream pictures. I don't know how we settled on that term. I used it a few times and it stuck. You know how it goes. Now there's people in my Discord saying they're on their dream picture journey, or at least one person is, named Potato? No, Potat, there's no O. Maybe it's Potate. Anyway, the dream pictures are just your pictures. The pictures you imagine making when you fantasize about your future as an artist. They can be anything. Paintings, drawings, animations, comics. They can be illustrations of story moments, or they can just be beautiful design drawings. It's not about what other people's pictures are or what other people are famous for. It's the pictures you dream of. Now, it's interesting that there would even need to be a word for this kind of picture, because these should be the standard. Everything else should have a name, and these should just be the foundation of any drawing practice. These dream pictures should be the main drawings you spend your time making. And I'm gonna shatter some brains here. These should be the main drawings you spend your time making at any point in your art journey. It's not just once you're good. It's while you're a beginner, too. This was the case for me. When I was young, I sucked, and I knew I sucked, and I was always working to improve, but I was also always attempting my dream pictures. I was designing characters, creatures, spaceships, making paintings, making comics, doing design booklets for projects, whatever I was passionate about. And I spent more or equal time doing that as I did drawing exercises like spheres and textured cylinders, which admittedly I did also do a lot of. But because I've been teaching for a while and talking to new students and chatting with people on stream and hearing what's bugging them, I've become privy to something I never would have guessed. That these days, many people launch into the art journey not having dream pictures, not having ever attempted them. They start in on art just with exercises. It's like with all the info that's out there online, all the tutorials and technical information, they begin the journey already burdened with this narrow view that they must first improve before they can make the things they care about. And so they go long stretches of time without thinking about what they care about. So they don't develop that, and so they really struggle to articulate where the heck it is they're going. Now, if you're in a cold sweat right now, if your pencil keeps slipping out of your clammy hands because you know I'm talking about you, and all you've done for the past 3 years is draw boxes and cylinders trying to get good because you're too afraid to do your own ideas, listen up. It's time to listen up. Your number one priority right now should be to clarify your dream pictures. This is essential. It will contextualize and clarify everything you're doing with your more technical exercises. And let me be as clear about this as possible, that part of your brain that is hearing this and has immediately started listing why that's not true for you, why for some reason you, of all artists, need to be a general virtuoso of drawing before you can draw anything you care about. That is the voice that will make sure you never make anything. And don't just clarify the pictures to yourself. Do them. Do them even while you're bad at drawing. I hate to burst your bubble, man, but that world-changing idea for a comic, sorry, manga, I'm sure you want it to be called a manga. That idea for a manga that you've been clutching close to your chest since you were 9, that you're sure will make you the next Kentaro Miura if you could just get good enough to do it justice. Yeah, it's not that good, baby. It's not, and it won't make you Kentaro Miura. And that's okay. You see, handling big ideas is a skill set on its own, and you get better at it as you do more of them. So you might as well get it out of your system now. Get better at planning, executing, supporting, and finishing projects, and make room in your heart for the next big idea, which you'll be better equipped to bring to fruition when it comes. So that's what I've got for you today. Go do that. If you've been drawing exercises for years and postponing your actual creative endeavor, refocus on your personal, unique creativity. And sure, keep doing your exercises. Just be disciplined about keeping them to, half your drawing time or something like that. And you don't need me or anyone else to tell you how to do that. You follow your heart and you trust yourself. But if you did want my help in figuring out your own personal creativity, you're in luck, because I'm running an 8-week online workshop starting in October. My workshops emphasize this kind of project-based learning that I'm talking about, and I give students the freedom to choose their own direction. These basically become dream picture workshops, where I coach students on getting where they want to go. I teach drawing, painting, and design technique that will help them on the way and help them refine what their artistic vision is. And if they don't have a clear idea what their dream pictures are, or what the heck exactly they want to do with their skills, I help them figure that out too. In fact, a bunch of artists have already signed up, and I've begun these conversations with them already. These workshops always build an exciting community, and after the workshop ends, the Discord that we use for class remains open, and my past students have continued to use theirs to arrange catch-ups, hangouts, and work sessions. If this sounds interesting to you, check out the link in the description to get more info and to enroll. I haven't done one of these in over 2 years, so I decided to do this one for 8 weeks, which is twice as long as past workshops, so that I could experiment with what's possible with more time. We'll be able to go more in depth on things like the elements of art and the principles of design, for example, which are the base language for evaluating your art and the art of others, and that will help you make decisions about your art for the rest of your career. But don't worry, we'll do more 1-month workshops again in the future, so if you're interested in those specifically, keep an eye out. Look, I know you've got a lot of options out there for classes, for courses, for art schools, but let me just make the case for myself here, because I've got a few advantages that I want you to know about. 1, I actually like teaching. You spend enough time in art education and you'll see that that's quite a lucky and rare thing, unfortunately. 2, most classes and courses that you will take online will ignore your personal interests. That's just the way it's got to be. Most formats require that. They teach a particular thing and you try to do that thing. Heck, I've got a course that's like that. I'm gonna save you some time here and let you know there are actually very few opportunities like this to bring what you want to do to an instructor and just have them go there with you. Most teachers won't do this, because it scares the fuck out of them. It's just much too vulnerable for them. Not me. Anyway, think about it. Like I said, the links are down below. First Wednesday class is October 2nd, and first Saturday class is October 5th. And whether you learn with me or not, please, just remember, attempt your dream pictures. The whole time. You're never supposed to be in a boring, soul-crushing period where all you do is drill technical exercises for the sake of getting good. You won't get very good if you do that, because your exercises are too abstract, disconnected from what you'll actually wind up doing. You'll get better much faster if you're constantly reevaluating how you're practicing your foundations using practical successes and failures derived from your attempts at the real deal dream pictures. I know it's hard. When a drawing doesn't live up to our expectations, it's hard. It can feel soul-crushing. But fighting against that, abiding in that, that's part of the process of maturing as an artist. And no artist gets to avoid that. Okay, happy drawing, and I'll talk to you soon.